What you got in your dram, what you got on your arm, what you doing for cause, how you doing on your frequent flyer miles. Life is too short to let it all pass you by. We stay at destinations, planes in the sky, we social media stars, smoking Cuban cigars. Up at the bar sipping Black Maple Hill, classic brim, rock the finest of linen, exit the party stepping Maserati. We took an oath to stay fly, from Minnesota to Dubai and everything in between. Be inspired to live your dreams by the one and only Drams team.
Would you care for a dram?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you word that Will Smith done slapped a curl off the side of Chris Rock's head, man. We need to talk about this, bro.
I don't.
We need to talk about this. We need to bring out Taylor for this one, man.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and pour it, man. I need to get my thoughts together about the whole.
We need to pour. We need to get Taylor out.
Smackavelli. This man got Smackavelli'd. Yeah, man. Go ahead and give me some of that good shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. This is two black icons at the Oscar Awards, and everybody knows about this by now. Everybody's been talking about it on social media all day.
Yeah, me too.
And I think it's kind of funny. No, I keep laughing.
Yeah, I keep laughing
every
too.
time I see it, and I don't know if it's because of just shock or what, but I think it's hilarious.
The thing is, I woke up laughing. Like this morning, I woke up. I went to bed laughing randomly, and then I woke up laughing randomly, and I've been laughing all day. Mainly because I feel like it doesn't seem real. You know what I mean? Like how the whole thing went down for him walking up there calmly.
Do you know why I keep laughing? It's the form.
Yeah,
he did it like choreography. Like there was follow through on the slap. He came across and held it there for a minute.
Yeah,
and had his hand up defending like he was.
And at first,
ready.
I didn't think it was real, and then I went on Twitter and I saw that they slowed it down, and he actually connected.
No, he connected real good.
Yeah, he hit
Chris
that.
didn't see it coming.
But if you look at the pictures of it, right? He's like smiling hard, like I made a joke. Yeah. Then he got stole on.
Yeah, and if you look at the after pictures of Chris Rock, the man has a 6-inch Jerry curl. The man that slapped a curl.
I see it.
Terrible.
50 Cent posted a meme, man. It had him Pookie smoking a rock. He said, "Smack this man back to Pookie."
Smacked him back to Pookie. Yo.
That
is black on black crime at its finest at the Oscars.
You know what? But see, I don't even know if it's black on black crime. We are the only race.
Will is real light skinned, so I don't know.
No, we are the only race of people that have our own category of crime. There's no white on white crime. This is crime.
Black on black crime.
If you got a whole category of crime, because I don't know, man. I just know that Will he was tired, man.
Will tired and
but not over no cornbread, Ray.
I know no cornbread, Ray. Gonna slap this man at the Oscars. No, I get it. If somebody disrespecting your wife, your family,
I definitely get it.
Get
I
it.
would do the same thing.
Before we start dissecting this thing, because I got questions. You know me, I'm always just kind of looking at things. I don't always take on the popular opinion about everything.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
I got questions, man.
Come on, man, bring it.
I got questions. There's been a ton of this is divisive amongst black people this morning, at least on social media.
Yeah,
about what happened and why it happened and so on and so on. Here's my 2 cents, man. Well, here's my first question. Do you think that Will Smith did this to protect his wife or to protect his manhood? And the reason why I ask this question is this.
That's a good question.
The man for the last couple of years has been kind of drugged through the mud. Mostly, in my opinion, by his wife.
Somewhat.
I'm sorry. If I was in a marriage, whatever, and my wife is like airing all of our business, even if they got an open thing or whatever, whoop-de-woo, that's fine. Have your open, whatever. But to be on TV and on the internet, telling all the biz, humiliating your husband, and people are, cracking jokes on Will and his wife.
Yeah.
Cracking jokes under her clothes, cracking jokes about the thing that happened with August, all of that. Will's been, in my opinion, kind of emasculated in the butt of the jokes for the last couple years.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like last night was more about him standing up for his manhood and saying,
but
I've been clowned.
Aren't they one and the same, though?
No.
Because
No.
The reason why I said that is because by him teasing his wife,
Right.
and his wife being the butt of the jokes for many different reasons.
Right.
Before, because I didn't even know she had alopecia until
I didn't know that
until
either.
last night, right? So, but to me, I felt like that's in Hollywood. She went public in 2018, so in Hollywood, I feel like that's common knowledge amongst the people in Hollywood.
Yeah,
in Hollywood,
no doubt.
So I don't buy the whole thing that he didn't know about the alopecia. But anyways, I get to my original point.
Yeah.
For him, I feel like for Will, he's at the point where he's always being teased about something.
Yep, I agree.
And mainly because of his manhood, not being, taking that man approach to the whole situation with August. Even watching that table talk thing where he just sit there and just let her talk, and he looking like he about to cry.
Yeah, he looking like he about to cry.
So
publicly just kind of airs it out.
So I see that point, but I also see the point where, to the point that I made earlier about that long ass post that I put up there. I feel like I can't really decide because I see that him being humiliated over and over again. All of a sudden,
Right.
he just said, "Fuck it, I'm about to get up and do something about it."
Right.
But I also see the side where if he knows the pain that his wife is going through,
Yeah. I get that, but here's my thing. I think there's a difference between ego, standing up for ego's sake, and standing up for honor's sake. Okay, and in this case, I'm leaning more toward ego. This was a straw that broke the camel's back
for his own ego.
For his own ego, this is a straw that broke the camel's back because if you're dealing with a situation with your wife, and most of the information that's coming out is coming from your wife to the public, and then people cracking jokes and doing all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. If Will was so upset about someone being disrespectful to his wife, I've heard some jokes over the last few years that I would have taken as greater disrespect than even someone joking about her affliction.
But how often are because put like this. Social media, the internet is undefeated.
Right.
So
undefeated.
you're gonna run into
Tweets,
everyone saying what they think. But
100.
I think when it's a celebrity involved, like you have a closer inner circle at this point.
Yeah, but celebrities have been joking about it.
I get it, but how many celebrities have Will ran into that have been so?
Oh, I'm sure he's seen these people because at industry parties, these people all run into each other. So my point is this: not even about slapping people, or any of that. It's the fact that you haven't been public in terms of establishing a line in the sand about what's disrespectful to you and your family and you and your wife. And then on the one night, the biggest night of the year for people in your industry, which is dang near equivalent to church. I mean, it's the most harmless place on earth with one of the most harmless comedians on earth. Then you decide to get up instead of just giving him them words or whatever and taking the mic and doing the Kanye thing. You just slap the man.
I get it. I get it.
Come on, man.
I see. Like I said, I can play devil advocate because I see both sides of the argument, but I don't know, man. I still believe, and I want to believe. I'm gonna give Will the benefit of the doubt. I do because Will does have a huge ego, to the point where, something as little as like when they made the last Bad Boys movie, he wouldn't even make the movie unless he was unless he got the starring role, the title
in the credits.
Okay. So I get the ego behind it. He does have an ego, and most men, especially successful men, have some type of ego on them. So I mean, I get that, but it could be. I'm not saying it's not, but I want to believe that he was standing up for his wife last night.
Fine. I mean, we can believe that. Yeah. I don't personally, given the history. No, I just don't. I don't believe that was the motivation. I believe the motivation was more about establishing, like, I'm tired of people effing with my manhood, and
So you think Jada had nothing to do with that last night?
Yeah, I feel like this. When they was panning the crowd, and I saw it, like many of you saw it, when Chris Rock was doing his, monologue, cracking jokes on everybody, he was laughing. Will Smith was laughing. Jada was laughing. When he got on Will and Jada, Will was laughing. When he did the joke, Will was laughing. Then he looked over at his wife and saw she was rolling her eyes and upset. Then he made the decision, let me go up and slap her.
Okay. So you're right. There was smiling, but I said this earlier. When I see smiling, even when comedians are cracking jokes, I feel like out of respect of the comedian, you still smile. Like a comedian will have
he respected him so much he slapped the shit out of him?
No, I'm talking about jokes. Like when you're watching, like for instance, like if it's Eddie Murphy, right?
Right.
That's one of your favorite comedians, right?
Right.
So if you are watching Eddie Murphy, even if he's telling a non-funny joke, you're going to have a smile on your face because of the history that he has with you is making you smile. It's just like a reaction that we're going to have with each other. And I think even with Chris Rock, I can look at Chris Rock and be waiting for the punchline, but still be smiling.
Okay.
So I feel like last night, a lot of people do that in the audience where, he's a funny guy. He going to make a punchline and go like this. And then he going to say something funny, hopefully, and then y'all going to laugh at the punchline.
Right.
So I think that's what happened last night.
With Will?
With Will and Jada, because he first said the whole thing where, G.I. Jane is in effect. Some he said, right? Yeah. So I feel like with that, he's making fun of her bald head, right?
Yeah, he's definitely making fun of her.
And I feel like with that, when there's a condition where it's like making fun of people with cancer. Cancer is worse than alopecia, right? But what I'm saying is if there's a condition that's causing misery to someone, you making fun of that, I think that's what triggered Will because he knows what his wife is going through.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I don't discredit any of that. All I'm saying is, because every man looks at that situation and puts himself in the situation.
I would have smacked the shit out of him too.
This is what all men do. Is we put yourself in that situation and be like, okay, what would I have done?
Layeth the smacketh down.
And I don't have a problem if that's how you choose to handle it. I'll tell you what my issue is. If that's how you choose to handle it about someone being disrespectful to your wife, then that's how you choose to handle it. It is what it is. I don't have a problem with what he did. Here's my $1 million question. Would he have done it if it was a different person up there? Like someone who
like a Suge Knight
or Suge Knight or The Game or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Is he rushing the stage to slap? I think then
that's a valid question.
I think then all of a sudden your faculties are about you a little bit stronger.
You start reconsidering.
You get to reconsidering, and let's talk about it. And maybe he went up there and just said some words or something like that, like "Please quit disrespecting my wife."
Yeah, I don't think he would have smacked the game.
I don't think he would have smacked the game.
I don't think he would have smacked the game.
That's my only problem with what he did.
I don't think he would have smacked the game. But look, how many fights?
Wait, hold on. Slow down. Let me get this point out before you respond.
Yep.
I don't think he would have smacked 50. I don't think he'd have smacked the game.
Yeah, I don't think he would have did anything.
Whack 100. He ain't smacking.
He's not
none of these
nobody
dudes.
with street credibility.
No.
And
here's my thing. If you're defending your wife,
it doesn't matter who it is.
It shouldn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
That it should have been that same energy about defending your wife for the last 3 years when Cats was clowning her, talking under her clothes. That to me is disrespect.
Yeah.
The type of man that I am. Now I'm just putting myself in that situation.
Yeah. I
would have been said something.
Yeah.
Before slapping, I'd have been said something about somebody disrespecting my wife. I'm not waiting until I get in front of Justin Bieber or whatever, somebody who's harmless, and then I'm gonna punch him and smack him, and I'm 6 inches taller than him.
Let me ask you this: though.
Chris Rock is 60, frail.
How many fights? How many fights can you say anyone would be like? You want to fight to win, right? You don't want to. It's like you want to fight. If you're going to fight somebody, you don't want to fight someone. You want to fight somebody equal to you, or you don't because for a fact if you ran up on a game or some of these cats got street years where they been whooping cats to the white meat down with some Converse on.
Facts. But if it's about truly defending your wife.
I don't disagree.
It shouldn't matter. You should be ready to die for that woman.
We're talking about this as if we know the answer. We can speculate of what he would actually do. We
can speculate. And that's the point, with our internal friend group. Yeah. That's the point some people were making. We can speculate, But I think it goes beyond speculation because that we know of, Will has not responded to any credible threat that has come forth in terms of disrespect to his wife in the last 3 years.
Right, I know. Let me put it like this, and I said this earlier as well. Do you think
he punched a little guy in the face? It just doesn't. But no stripes.
Yeah, but he smacked the shit out of Chris Rock.
He smacked the shit out of Chris Rock.
I mean, that's not hood stripe material. That's you're not gaining no hood stripes. You're not gaining no hood fight. You don't even gaming. And I know Jada gave him the best head he ever had in his life last night. I'm just saying, she sloppy toppy the fuck out of this man.
Head, no pun intended.
Head, no pun intended.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Right?
It started about her head.
Okay, so I just know the limousine ride was wonderful going back to the house.
You would think.
I would hope so.
But I don't know with them, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea with them.
I think last night that was the straw. Like looking at his wife, that was the straw that just said, you know what, I can't. Remind me, remember Nutty Professor when Reggie was on the stove?
Yeah,
and like, I said, no, I can't take this shit no more.
Yeah.
I can't take this shit no more. You done talked about me once already. That's how I felt. Like,
see, me and you agree on that part.
Yeah, I felt
me and you agree on the snapping part and like him being fed up. We disagree for the reason. I think I'm fed up with people treat me like I'm a bitch. I'm gonna show you I'm not a bitch no more, people.
And I think, and he just snapped and like it just. Yeah. Chris Rock took a slap for the rest of the world.
Chris Rock is getting slapped. Don't even know why. Chris Rock just got slapped for August Alsina.
Yeah.
He got slapped
for Tupac.
He got slapped for all the jokes.
Chris Rock took that slap for all America.
He took a slap.
Our fellow Americans.
That dude slapped a pack of hot dogs off that dude's head. Man, that was terrible.
He took a slap for the rest of the world.
Wow. Thunder punch.
But hey, listen though, as much shit as I broke down my reasoning.
Man, this is good.
And I broke down how I felt about the situation. Actually, and I went viral. That 300 shares, it went viral. Second time I went viral, so shout out to people that follow me on Facebook.
It's viral, 300 shares?
Well, it's going viral. I got 300 shares.
I thought it was 1 million shares. You got a lot of shares to go.
No, because when I posted something before, it had 10,000 shares with 70,000 views. That's considered going viral. I said I'm going viral. It's with the amount of shares. It's going. But anywho.
Yeah, okay.
But like I was saying, he's just trying to, why you gotta bring down my parade of my viral.
No. I was asking because you have to educate me. I don't know a lot about.
Look, I was going viral, even if it's only 500 shares. It's viral to me. Goddamn it. Anywho, I said my reason on why and what I feel because I've dealt with a woman in the past that had the same issue, and I realized how miserable she was having to deal with that.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, and it hit me. It hit home because I know if that happened to me, I would do the same thing because of knowing the misery and the pain and stuff that my significant other was going through.
Right.
It would trigger something in me to want to go smack the shit out of Chris Rock.
So let me ask you this question: you in that scenario, wouldn't you do the same thing with any pain that's being caused by your wife? I ain't saying you're gonna slap everybody, but wouldn't you do something to address it across the period?
It depends on where he is in his life because we'll put like this. When that whole thing came out with her being entangled with August, right?
Right.
He could have been in a different spot in their life because rumor has it they were in an open relationship and still is right now.
Fine.
Okay, so he could be in a different spot mentally with his wife. They could be in a healing spot where it's like, all right, we're not doing the open relationship no more. We are just focusing on ourselves. We love each other. You're my rock, blah, 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 all that other sentimental shit that, men say to women to hype them up. So it's
sticking a bump.
Sticking a bump. So that's what I feel like. I just feel like Will that was a straw, but they're in a place where they're healing for each other, and he's standing up for his Wody.
You think they're healing for each other?
They're healing. I feel like due to what I've seen.
Based on what?
Based on what I've seen, like from where it started, right? Mm-hmm. From where it started with August, because I follow Will on a couple of different social media, platforms or whatever, right? So from where they started to where he is now, the damage control, the media, the public relations control, any control you want to throw out there from when the whole August thing happened, that was a mess. I think, was that even last year or the year before last?
The August thing?
Within 2 years.
2 years.
Within 2 years ago, they were people went from relationship goals, talking about Will and Jada.
Oh, now they about to start saying it again.
Yeah, it's coming.
Relationship goals. Now every man got to slap somebody.
That was the dumbest. I hate.
This is what I hate about social media.
I hate when women post relationship goals. I hate that because they're living up to someone else's expectations on their relationship instead of focusing on their own. I know. I never understand. Don't relationship goals. Do your own shit. Make your own shit your goal. But anyways, so I just think that he's in a different spot.
Okay.
With his marriage. Now, that's me from the outside looking in. I don't know personally. So, from the outside looking in, for me, how I look at it, I feel like there's a difference in their marriage, and I hope that it's legit, and I hope that it's not ego based. I hope that he was really last night just saying, you know what, enough is enough.
You know, if nothing else, he said the enough is enough piece.
Enough is enough.
Again, I don't have a.
Can't take this shit no more.
I don't really have an opinion one way or the other about what he did. That's how he decided to defend his wife's honor. Then, as a man, you got to be willing to deal with them consequences now. So let's jump into what do you think is going to happen now? I've heard all kind of things about he has so much money, he'll be good. Da da da. I don't buy any of that.
I feel like here's the thing with me. Okay, I personally feel this is going to be just fine. Okay. I don't feel like it's going to affect.
Do you have any consequence?
Any consequences to his career? Okay. I don't feel like because like this. Will Smith is the cleanest dude that you can pop. He didn't even curse on his rap records.
Yeah, he'll slap the hell out.
But he'll slap. But think about it though. How many episodes he smacked somebody else at some kind of show where a dude tried to kiss them?
Yeah, that's different. Someone's actually trying to physically
But I'm saying,
touch
but
him,
besides that, how many situations where you can think of what you could say Will Smith has did something that's controversial? He did, not Jada, him. I can't think of any other situation in his career.
And this is precisely my point. The act of aggression last night seems so out there for what Will has normally done, because other people have said things about Will, talk stuff about his wife, and he said and done nothing. Why Chris Rock?
I don't know. That's the magic question.
That's right.
I feel like
why Chris Rock?
It's I feel like at that point, in that moment, he would have said something. Now, would he say, for instance, we were talking about the game for a second ago. He probably would have said something to the game.
Said something.
But, actions of, physically putting his... I don't think... because Gang would have... one blood. His old face in the dirt.
They would have stumped. They would have...
Yeah, and it's not going to happen. But...
Stumped them Air Force Ones.
I don't know, man.
Red.
I don't feel like it's going to really affect his career. I think that the person that's going to affect the most is actually Chris Rock. Because he's the one that got smacked. I was watching Shannon Sharp earlier today, and he said we would have been tussling, and every time we see each other on site.
See, I have a slightly different take on the Chris Rock thing. So I'm glad we actually have opposing views on this too. It gives people, two sides.
I feel like that, Chris Rock is gonna have the biggest issue recovering because his manhood was tested on national television.
Yeah, but Will Smith's manhood's been tested on for the last several years.
I don't know. It just seems this is how I feel. Chris Rock is in a worse position than Will Smith to me.
This is how I feel. I'm not talking about the hood. I'm not talking about black Facebook, black Instagram. I'm talking about just from a worldview.
Yep.
I think Chris Rock is going to look like more of the victim, and this is why. Chris Rock showed a great deal of poise.
Oh yeah.
Professionalism.
Oh yeah. He handled it.
Maturity.
Yep.
This dude just got the hell slapped out of him and continued the show.
He recovered and continued. Very professional.
Very professional.
Yeah,
didn't even show a reflex to go and
didn't
attack.
Quit, didn't run off.
Didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Where at the very least, the average person would have been like, "I'm not continuing the show. I don't feel safe.
Or
whatever."
We're fighting.
Or bounce.
Yep.
Somebody from where we're from would have been fighting.
Yeah, we're fighting.
But so I think Chris is going to be looking like the hero from a worldview. That's how I feel was not, as far as Chris.
I see that. But I'm from my point of view, I really feel that Will Smith, this will not affect him whatsoever.
I think at the very least, the Oscars is probably, I don't know. I think they might ban Will Smith for a couple years.
I don't see it happening.
I feel like there's going to be some kind of penalty imposed.
They're going to try to. This is going to happen.
And this cancel culture, man.
They're going to see. And Gary, was it Gary Owens? The white, is this his name? The white comedian, the white guy. No. I think this is his name, Gary Owens. Right. I was watching his TikTok earlier today, and he said, "You know what? I feel that what they're going to do next year is make it a skit, like." To make fun of the situation.
They're gonna poke fun,
and I think him
to try to lighten it up.
Him and Chris Rock and Will Smith are gonna make a skit sometime down the road to lighten the mood up because of what happened, and they might even host the Oscars together. Like I feel like that's more of the realistic thing because Will Smith, although his movies, except the last one, King Richard, besides those movies. Besides the last one, all the other ones suck. Like he's been having a horrible run in movies.
Yeah,
Bad Boys was bad. Like it's I'm sorry, but Bad Boys 3, I know it's a hood classic, and you like it because it's a hood classic, but that movie was bad. Okay, my opinion.
It was alright.
My opinion compared to like 1 and 2, like 3 sucked. Anywho, so his run of good movies, extending from like I think I Am Legend was probably the best movie he had in a while.
I can agree with that.
So before that he was doing After Earth and that concussion movie where he had the worst accent ever that he thought he should get a Oscar nod from that, and that's actually where the first Jada joke came in at from that particular year. I think it was 2016 maybe. Yep. So it's been some stuff brewing between Chris Rock and Jada Smith.
Apparently, Chris Rock had an ass whooping brewing because he just got he slapped the hell out that man.
Yeah, he hit him pretty hard.
That was pretty hard, and the follow through was impeccable. Like if you was doing a score on form, Will got an 8.5.
So at the end of the day,
slapped the hell out this dude.
At the end of the day, how would you put it like this? Okay. How would, if that was you, right, and you were there, and Chris Rock was talking to your wife like that, what would you do?
Maybe I'd have went up and smacked the hell out of him. But the difference between me and Will is anytime somebody was disrespecting my wife, I would have been already addressing that before.
Well, yeah, I get it. So you're not opposed to Chris Rock getting shit slapped out of him. On live TV.
That's what people are misunderstanding about me. I'm not condoning. I'm not.
But here's the thing.
I have no opinion about. That's how he chose to handle it.
Maybe like my whole mindset is just fucked up because it didn't matter to me that they were on live TV at the Oscars. I didn't give a two shits where they was located.
No. When we was growing up, wherever you clown is where you got slapped. Yeah, so you clown in the supermarket, mom slapped the hell out of you in the supermarket. It's that part is neither here nor there. I'm not arguing over the validity of whether or not Chris Rock should have got slapped or not. I don't really care. I'm saying you should have had that energy before that night, because now it makes him look like he's selective and calculated about who he would show that level of aggression with. That's what I'm saying.
That, and I think that's always going to be an open question because of.
That's what I'm saying.
And I can see it. I can see that, and it's a great question to ask because you really don't know. Because we personally believe he wouldn't pull it with someone with street credibility.
No, I don't.
Or someone super big,
I don't. Who know how to throw them hands and known for it at least.
Chris Rock is probably my height.
This dude is little and skinny and old. Yeah. And you going to slap this dude? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So I get it. But from a man's point of view, from my point of view, as as once being a husband and the mindset that I have, anyone that disrespects, and to your point, it would have been shut down a long time ago.
You'd have said something a long time ago.
Anybody that disrespect mine,
at least online, on tweet, something you'd have been like, yo,
somebody would have been addressed.
Like, yo, I catch you on the street, it's gonna be a problem.
I think that nice guy mentality can only go so long, because if you think about it, Will is still from West Philadelphia. Like, he's still from the hood. He's from the hood.
Playground is where he spent most of his days.
It's still hood, but he tried to get that that sponsorships and all that kind of stuff and switch over, but that don't change the fact of who you are originally. No matter how much money you may have, when you snap, you still gonna snap.
Okay, so you feed my point even more. He's from West Philly when they was talking under this man's wife's clothes.
Man, he probably was snapping behind closed doors.
Yeah,
man.
but so you gonna go from slapping behind closed doors to slapping somebody on the biggest stage in the world.
When it all comes down to,
that should have been a halftime show for the Super Bowl.
When it all comes down to,
Chris Rock come out and Will Smith slapped the hell out of him for the halftime show.
When it's all said and done,
2023 NFL, get at me.
When Chris Rock woke up this morning, he had a handprint on his face.
That man had Will Smith hand tattooed on his face.
I feel like this is going to be the ongoing joke
forever. This is resurrected both of their careers.
And yeah, for real, because Chris Rock is horrible in like serious movies. Like,
I don't take him seriously.
It's he was in Saw or something like that. And I was like, I didn't want to see that shit.
No.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said,
maybe this will help some of his stand up too.
Yeah,
Chris Rock's a legend, but when he started joking about this, everybody gonna hear it.
When isn't he supposed to come here?
Yeah, he's coming to Minnesota. Now I want to go. I want to see if the handprint too. I want to see if the handprint is there.
Yeah, this man probably got to. Yeah, that man probably retire after this. He might go into go in hiding.
Go in hiding?
Yeah,
no, you can't be no sucker.
He might go in hiding. At least he ain't pressing charges.
Hey, you know what? That's solid of you, Chris Rock. You did the joke. And you took your slap like a man, and you didn't start snitching.
At least he's not pressing charges.
He ain't cooperating because he's from Brooklyn.
Because he's like this. Chris Rock is so far away from Brooklyn that you wouldn't be surprised if he pressed charges.
Nah.
It's like,
but so is Will Smith from West Philadelphia,
right? But I feel like everyone has that one moment, like and no matter how much money you got, you have that moment where you just don't give a damn. And you can't be worried about public perception all the time. Why is my headphones just...
Will is obviously worried about something because that acceptance speech for that Oscar, he said, was crying.
Because he finally won one.
Yeah, no, he ain't crying because of that. He crying because he's
You think he crying because he worried about the backlash?
He's crying. And at the end of that speech, what did he say? He said, "Oscars, I hope you invite me back." He said
I didn't see that. I didn't watch
man, you gotta watch that.
I didn't watch the speech. I just seen the clips. And
he addressed the situation.
Make you do some crazy things.
He apologized. He apologized to the no. He apologized to the Academy, to his fellow actors. The only person he didn't apologize to by name was Chris Rock, and he's definitely concerned and something he's thought about after it happened.
Well, I hope not. I hope that you stand by it, Will, and if you did that shit, you stand by it. Don't apologize.
Well, too late. He already apologized. So
I'm talking about to Chris. Don't apologize to Chris. Just stay where it's at, and then if you talk to that man in person, then you have that man conversation with that dude. After that,
ain't no man conversation after you get slapped.
I'm just saying it has to be eventually.
Somebody hit you with open hand
because they're not tough guys. Neither one of them are tough guys.
I know, but somebody hit you with open hand. That means they don't even respect you enough as a man to think that they even need the ball they fist.
Yeah,
man.
First of all, the slap is the most.
That's the most.
I'd rather
being spit on.
Yes,
that's disrespectful.
I'd rather,
man.
as a man,
knock me out.
Like, because if you get slapped by a female, that's something different, right? But if a man slaps you, that is the most disrespectful shit, right? Punch me in my nose. I would rather be knocked out on television than you haul off.
Open hand
and smack me.
Treat it like a smooth, like
what the 5 hands say to the face,
man.
Smack.
Yeah,
oh dear,
that's the worst. So if I'm Chris, it's on sight, man. When I see this dude,
I'm gonna stand by it. I hope he did it. I hope he did it to protect his Wody. and that's what I'm going with, man. I'm gonna get a weak ass.
I question all that, even though I know our sisters is definitely eating this up, and they wanted to believe that it's because so for that narrative's sake, I hope so too, just so they can feel like
this dude, man, made a documentary, man, about good hair, and then he makes jokes about Jada being bald.
He's a comedian.
See, I get that, man. I get that. I guess,
what do comedians do for a living? Make jokes.
But here's the thing: one of my comedian friends said that this opens up because comedians, I feel like they don't have a filter because they feel like anything can go because it's comedy, right?
It's comedy.
But I feel like that's a little it may be stretching it a little bit because you can't like, for instance, when Michael Blackson said something about Kevin Hart's scandal, right? About him when he got caught cheating with that chick in Vegas and this whole blackmailing thing, whatever. There's certain things that should be off limits in comedy. The same thing like in the hood, right? What's the hood rules? No women and children, right? And I mean, and cats don't even go by that.
That is not a rule no more.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Things are getting out of control. There's no rules in place for people to avoid getting smacked on the Oscars.
And see, this is my problem with some of our mentality. Sometimes we like to pick and choose whenever we got the rules and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. For years, we have been laughing at comedians at the expense of whole cultures
and other people,
other people's sexual orientation, blase. So we've given comedians the right. As comedians, we pay them to keep going and to push those limits and talk about the things that we don't feel comfortable talking about.
Do you think it's going to switch up approach on a couple of comedians?
And all of a sudden, it's going to be a situation now where if comedians now even get censored, what do we have?
I don't disagree. Comedians don't need to be censored, but I just think it's certain things. I just think there should be some kind of like,
where do you draw that line?
Unwritten rule that you just know that you do not grow there. And okay. I feel like there should be something there. Like it necessarily for them to have just no rules whatsoever, that causes people to get smacked on live television.
Hey. Then some people got to get smacked on live television. Okay. But if you start censoring comedians, then comedy's about to be whacked now. I mean, these are jokes. And it's the funny thing is it's always funny until the joke's on you. That's how people are. Yeah, and this is true. Like, no, if it's funny when you was laughing at so-and-so and whatever they was talking about, then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's laughing unless it's the jokes about
and them. You know our crew, we laugh at the wrong stuff.
And we always talking shit.
And I'm warped a little bit. So him laughing about, the hair condition and all that kind of stuff, the stuff that we behind closed doors be laughing at, dude, it's 1,000 times worse than that.
But you know why? Because we
trauma. That's why.
Well, the trauma.
We need help.
We also, you're true. We definitely need help.
We need help, man.
But we laugh. We do laugh at the wrong shit.
We laugh at the wrong shit all the time.
And we laugh at the most disrespectful shit.
The most disrespectful shit.
Except the shit that we
laughing at funerals, man, because it's funny. Like if people doing weird stuff, it's funny, and you know it's funny.
But yeah, we have our moments.
But people, we're not laughing because we think we're better. Yeah. We're laughing. It's a trauma response. That's what we laugh.
We laugh at the wrong shit, man.
We laugh at the wrong shit. So I didn't think the joke warranted what happened.
But I don't know, man.
But I'm not judging Will Smith for doing it because everyone feels different about when people say something about their wife.
When
blah, blah, blah.
all else fails, maybe this was the time that Will just decided to kick in his mask, just being a man. And said, you know what? I can't take this shit no more.
I would have thought it would have been doper if he did that on somebody that would throw them hands. Then that really shows like, yo, I'm willing to whatever.
Here's the thing. Well, see, that's the hood jumping back at you though.
Yeah, but that was a hood jumping back in Will's ass too.
Because
slapped the hell out of
I don't think so, man. Because even with Caucasian people, they be getting into each other and fighting and stuff in different arenas and situations, man. And I just think that. Okay. We get labeled too quick when it's us that's acting a fool compared to.
Hold on, we talking about something else now. What you mean?
No, like for instance, like Will, we say that he's not hood, right? Because of who he picked and chose to fight. He chose.
No. I'm not questioning his. I never once said he's not hood for that reason or questioning his pedigree. This is what I'm questioning. I'm questioning if he's being praised as heroic for stamping up and defending his wife's honor. Mm-hmm. He's had an opportunity to do that a long time before now. And to me, if you're going to respect and defend your wife's honor, you need to be willing to do that regardless to who it is.
And
that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying, you're right.
I'm not saying if he's hood or not. I don't care.
Right. And what I'm saying, what if this right now was that situation where he's like, I can't sit back and be the good guy no more and just let shit slide.
Well, put it like this. Lucky for him, he made that choice when it was Chris Rock.
So the thing is, this is why I feel like Chris Rock's. This is why I feel like Chris Rock's career is going to be a little bit tarnished, man, because he gets smacked by Will Smith. You get smacked by freaking.
I don't think it's going to tarnish Chris Rock's. I don't know. See, now you're talking hood stuff. That's jiggy with it. No. That's what I'm saying. That's in the hood. The people. Listen.
So you're saying the other people are going to allow him to continue.
And when you say other people, I know you're referring to people who
aren't hood.
That aren't hood.
Yeah.
The ain't got nothing to do with race, people. The non-hood people, which are the majority, Chris Rock right now is on tour, a comedy tour, right? So not only does he get to look like the hero because he didn't react in a way to continue to perpetuate the violence, but now he has the mic and can control the narrative with comedy and all that kind of stuff. He's about to become no. Real talk.
He smacked the shit out of him, dog.
Let it out. Let me finish my point.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, dog.
Right now, he got the microphone, so he's gonna get to control the narrative in a big way and win over America through the touring and stuff that he's doing.
So what's Will gonna do?
Will better have good PR people, because I think he about to receive some type of a consequence for what he did.
I don't think so, man. Yeah. I'll be surprised. I mean, it is what it is. It's not, it ain't my money, but I just don't think so. I think it's just gonna go. People gonna talk over. I think people are gonna talk about it for a good 2 weeks. And then it's just gonna go away. It's always gonna be a funny meme.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
But it's because and I think this works in the favor of both of the guys. The attention span of this generation is so short because something is always happening.
Oh yeah.
Something's always happening, and it's so hard, to just hang on to something that happened 2 weeks ago. Like for instance, like what's going on in Ukraine? I forget. I don't know.
That's a damn shame you don't know.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about compared. They're not talking about it how they were 2 weeks ago. They're talking. The media is speaking on it, but it was breaking news every single day when it was happening in Ukraine. But now it's still going, but
we can't hear it no more because of how loud that slap was.
But no, I'm saying that's the world we live in. It's what's going on now. What's happening? COVID. COVID. Is COVID still here? We don't take it.
Well, it's time for COVID to go away. We was hearing about that every day for
I'm saying,
2 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's attention span. People are still passing away from COVID, but no one's really talking about it no more because they want to live their lives. And I feel the same thing is going to happen once this whole thing dies down.
Yeah, no, sure.
So I don't know. I don't think he's going to get canceled. I don't think he's going to get canceled.
We shall see.
I think if anything, people might start taking him seriously now. Might. Other than that,
I think Will about to get more jokes than he ever got, because for this brief moment in time,
it was hard.
For this brief moment in time that people are focused on what happened, all the memes is about to fly, all the jokes is about to fly.
I think it's gonna be on Chris Rock, man.
It's about to be on both of them, man. And I'm telling you. And then I agree with you. This is gonna blow over, and we're gonna be talking about it until the next person.
I think it's gonna be on Chris Rock. I think it's gonna be on Chris Rock because right now Will looks like the tough guy, and the tough guy and always gets the love compared to the person that looks like a wimp.
but in whose eyes?
And,
Who are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the people, man.
Who is the people? What are you talking
Everybody. Like, look, like this. Everyone I've seen on social media, I've seen about 70-30 of people in favor compared to the ones that are saying that he overstepped, shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, but most of the people following you are women.
Yeah, you got it.
And of course, if it's something about defending black women, if it's about defending the honor of a black woman, of course, that's going to be favorable.
Hey, ladies, I'm all for that.
Yeah, he all for that. And I was joking with him earlier. I said, finally, he done posted something that women can get behind. Because normally, this dude ain't shit.
Hey, I got words. Y'all need to listen to me. Y'all need to listen to what I'm talking about. No. I'll be talking good shit, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you need facts behind what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Give me my facts, too.
And then the fact is, Will Smith better be careful or they're going to cancel this dude. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think there may be some consequence. We'll see. We'll report it on a future podcast.
Yeah,
we'll come back, and if I have to be like, okay, I was wrong, Will Smith didn't get any backlash for what he did, blah, 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 I'll admit it here.
With that being said, peace out.
Peace out.
Let us know what you think. We want to hear your opinion.
Yeah, and put your opinion in the comments, and we want to know what y'all think about what happened. For me, it wasn't about the what.
Stand up for your wife, man. Stand up for your wife, bro.
It wasn't the what. It was the why for me.
Smack everybody, man. Everybody get these smacks, these skibbity paws.
I am not endorsing any violence.
Skibbity paws.
But I am endorsing. Take care of your family. Man, protect your wife.
Take. That's your job, brother.
Protect. Okay, you got to take care of your family.
Got to take care of that woman.
Take care of that woman. I'm not advocating that anybody punch anybody. No.
I'm advocating. Good night, y'all.
Don't punch nobody, y'all. Don't punch nobody. Peace. Deuces.